everybody, welcome to my little process in making my very own pigments from foraged rocks that I found down by the river in my local area. So I just sorted the rocks into their colour piles, and I think I got about 3 different colours here. I used a mortar and pestle to grind up the rocks. Some rocks could have used a hammer as well, as they were very hard, some were softer, and the mortar and pestle worked really well. It's a good idea to wear a mask during this part because of the rock dust getting in your lungs. And once I had crushed it all up, I scooped it into this tea strainer here to see if I could make the powder even finer. This tea strainer worked well, but I could have done with one that was a bit more finer. Then I added the pigment powders to a coffee filter that I just put on top of the jar so that we could wash it and collect the pigments. Just added some water here to cover the powder, and I allowed some time to let that drip through, and I did each colour as I went along in a different coffee filter. Letting it drip through and trying another colour here. This red was absolutely beautiful, as well as this light yellow colour, mustard colour. So once it had dripped through, I opened up the filters and let them dry for some time, the 3 colours that I collected, and realised I wanted to do some black as well. So I used charcoal for this and did the same process as I did for the rocks. So here I am collecting the pigments and placing them in my little ceramic handmade jars, which was just a really sweet moment for me. I've been wanting to make these pigments for such a long time. Very, very happy with those colours. They're very vibrant and strong. So turning the pigments now into paint, I just applied some of the pigments and added Arabic gum into the pigment. I just played around with how much, only a couple of drops, because my ceramic palette is very small and I only wanted to give it a little trial. So this is what the colours all look like when they have been applied to the canvas. The background of this section of the canvas, I used the colours as water, so I added a lot of water and got a beautiful smooth light colour. And here is where I just applied it straight from the palette with a spatula, and it had a slight sandy texture to it, which I absolutely loved because I brought the rock feel into my painting. And the end product of my painting, you can see I've used the charcoal in the middle there, in the middle panel, and all of the colours that I absolutely love, and the texture is really beautiful. So I'm overall pretty happy with how the pigments turned out. Thanks for joining me.